Hello, my friends. I am back sharing some gardening and canning because that's what I've been up to the last few weeks. We have had extreme heat and humidity, which just makes working outside so incredibly miserable. And now we're having lots of rain, so it's one extreme or the other. I needed to redo my Scarecrow because she was in pretty bad shape, so Daddy gave me a pair of old overalls, and I actually just turned the shirt inside out to the side that wasn't faded. I dressed her up a little bit with some scraps of fabric and a new hat. We started the season with extreme drought, so everything was a little bit behind. But I've got potatoes, pumpkins, gourds, mini pumpkins, candy roasters for eating, squash, zucchini, cucumbers, butternut, and acorn squash, as well as different varieties of peppers, tomatoes, pink-tipped greasy beans, and silver queen corn. My corn should be in a couple weeks, and the beans after that. Mother's growing onions, cabbages, all the squash, okra, radishes, peppers, tomatoes, potatoes, and, thankfully, all of our lettuce. I love to make these little teepee trellises out of branches. I just think they add some architectural interest to the garden, and my cucumbers and gourds have something to climb. Y'all, I love dill pickles, and this refrigerator pickle recipe is my favorite. I make them every year and they last months in the fridge. I've actually made them from store cucumbers before, and they're still better than a store-bought dill pickle. I'll link the recipe below for you if you're interested. One thing I love about these is just to be able to make 2 quarts at a time as my cucumbers come in. We always have dill as well as different hot peppers to add. I normally use cayenne peppers, but mine are not ready, so I use some of Mother's Hungarian hot wax peppers, y'all. I like them spicy. I also add garlic, mustard seed, red pepper flakes, as well as the fresh dill. I just get everything in the jars, pour the cold brine over the top, and refrigerate, and they are delicious about 12 hours later. My jalapeños are not ready yet, but our pastor gave me a big bag, and because my son and I love to put them on everything, I really wanted to try canning some. I didn't want any sugar, so I found a really simple recipe with just water, vinegar, and salt. I could have added garlic, but I just didn't think about it in time. These are not super hot, and because I'm just touching the outside, I'm not wearing gloves. Y'all, you better believe I would be wearing gloves if I was touching the inside. These also have a water, vinegar, salt brine that's heated up, then poured over the peppers into hot jars. 10 minutes in a water bath and they're done. I'll also link this recipe. But y'all, please share with me any recipes you like for canned pepper rings, especially the ones that don't have sugar. This is such a busy season for us here, and my parents, 83 and 87, are working as hard as they ever have, gardening and canning whatever comes in. Mother has already done probably 10 sacks of Silver Queen and peaches and cream corn, as well as several runs of green beans, jellies, and she's got sauerkraut in the crock as we speak. We planted in faith, God has given the harvest, and now we're doing our part to preserve everything we can to have healthy homegrown food to eat and a larder full for winter. I love this quote from Rudyard Kipling. Gardens are not made by singing, "Oh, how beautiful," and sitting in the shade. And how true that is. There's so much work, but the benefits are even greater. The glory of gardening, hands in the dirt, head in the sun, heart with nature. To nurture a garden is to feed not just the body, but the soul. Alfred Austin. It's all about doing the best you can with what you have.